So you've booked your hotel, you're dreaming about the views, and you're ready for your Mackinac Island vacation. But there's just one thing you have to figure out first. How do you actually get there? Since there are no cars on the island and no bridge that takes you there, you're going to be taking a ferry. If you've never done it before, it can seem a little intimidating. Which dock? What do I do in my bags? Do I need a reservation? Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through the entire process from parking your car to stepping onto the island, so you can start your vacation stress-free. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Trisha and we run the Mackinac Island Travel Tips and Suggestions Facebook group. We help thousands of people plan their ideal vacation to the island, and today we're focusing entirely on the ferries. There's a lot to cover, so let's get started. So you've booked your hotel, you're dreaming about the views, and you're ready for your Mackinac Island vacation. But there's just one thing you have to figure out first. How do you actually get there? Since there are no cars on the island and no bridge that takes you there, you are going to be taking a ferry. If you've never done it before, it can seem a little intimidating. Which dock? What do I do with my bags? Do I need a reservation? Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through the entire process from parking your car to stepping on the island so that you can start your vacation stress-free. Okay, first things first, where are you leaving from? You actually have two choices. You can catch a ferry from Mackinac City in the Lower Peninsula or St. Ignace in the Upper Peninsula. A lot of people ask me, do I have to drive across the Mackinac Bridge to get a ferry? And the answer is no. If you are coming from the south, just hop on a ferry in Mackinac City. You don't need to cross the bridge unless you want to. The ferry experience itself is very similar from both locations, so this really comes down to personal preference. If you're already in the Lower Peninsula, Mackinac City is most convenient. If you're in the Upper Peninsula, St. Ignace just makes more sense. And if crossing the Mackinac Bridge is on your bucket list, that might help you decide too. Once you pick your city, you need to pick your ferry. There are two ferry companies, Shepler's Ferry and Arnold Transit Company. Both are great and depart from both cities. Now, this is the number one thing people stress about. Do I need to reserve a departure time? The good news is no. The ferries run on a first-come, first-served basis. You don't need a reservation, so you can just show up at the dock. If the boat is full, don't panic. They leave every 15 to 30 minutes during the summer, so you can just catch the next one. Both ferry companies offer adult tickets, discounted tickets for children, and kids 4 and under ride free. They also offer military discounts for all active and retired U.S. military. Since prices can change from season to season, the best place to get their current pricing is directly on the ferry company's website. I'll link those below. If you're headed to the island during peak season, I do recommend buying your tickets online ahead of time. It's not cheaper, but the ticket lines at the dock can get really long in the summer. It's much easier to just walk up with your ticket on your phone and get in line. Ferry tickets are good for any date and time during the current season. So if your travel plans change, your ticket is still good for the rest of the season. Just keep in mind that the main tourist season typically runs from mid-April through the end of October, so you'll want to make sure you use them within that window. Yes, every ferry ticket is round trip, so once you've purchased your ticket, you're all set for both your trip to the island and your return back to the mainland. Just make sure you hang on to that ticket because you'll need it when it's time to head back. Also, remember just one rule. Tickets are not interchangeable. If you buy a Shepler's ticket to go to the island, you have to take Shepler's to get back to the mainland. Now, I mentioned earlier that you don't have to cross the Mackinac Bridge to catch a ferry, but if you have the time, I highly recommend you do. Crossing the mighty Mac is an experience all on its own. It's 5 miles long, and the views of Lake Michigan and Lake Huron are just incredible. It can be a little intimidating for some drivers, so full disclaimer, It does sway a little bit if it's windy, but it connects Michigan's two peninsulas and it's truly iconic. If crossing bridges makes you nervous, the Mackinac Bridge Authority actually offers drivers who can take your vehicle across for you. If you're wondering exactly what it's like to cross the Mackinac Bridge, check out our other video where we take you from Mackinac City to St. Ignace. It gives you a real feel for the height and the views. I'll link that video in the description below so you can watch it after this. Now, once you've crossed the water and stepped off that ferry, the real adventure begins. But with so many things to see and do, it can be hard to know where to start. If you want to take the guesswork out of your trip, we offer a Mackinac Island travel guide. We've taken all the insider secrets and best tips from our Facebook community and packed them into one easy-to-use resource. It covers everything from the best hidden gems on the island and itinerary suggestions. If you want to make sure you don't miss a thing, you can find the link to grab your copy in the description below. Now, once you have your plan in place, we need to talk about the one thing that stresses people out the most before they even leave the dock: the luggage. Okay, so you've driven to the dock. Now for the part that confuses people the most. What do I do with my luggage? You don't have to drag your suitcase onto the boat yourself. When you pull up to the ferry dock, there will be a luggage drop-off area. You hand your bags to the staff, tell them which hotel you're staying at, and they will tag it for you. They will give you a claim ticket. Make sure to put this in a safe spot immediately. You will need it to claim your bags when you arrive at your accommodations. After you drop the bags, you'll go park your vehicle. Both companies have different parking lots. Some are close and some are farther away with a shuttle. My family usually uses the unsecured lots and we've never had a problem. But just be smart. Lock your doors and don't leave any valuables out in plain view. During peak times like summer weekends or holidays, try to arrive about 45 minutes to an hour before the time you want to depart. That will give you plenty of time to unload your luggage, park your vehicle, and get in line. For first-time visitors, it can feel a little overwhelming at first, but in reality, it's very organized and moves smoothly. Ferry staff are helpful, lines move quickly, and everything is designed to get people to the island efficiently. Schedules can vary depending on the season, the day of the week, and which city you're departing from. During peak summer months, ferries usually run every 15 to 30 minutes, which makes timing pretty flexible. Still, I always suggest double-checking the schedule shortly before your trip to make sure you have the most up-to-date information. Schedules can vary depending on the season, the day of the week, and which city you're departing from. During peak summer months, ferries usually run every 15 to 30 minutes, which makes timing pretty flexible. Still, I always suggest double-checking the schedule shortly before your trip to make sure you have the most up-to-date information. This is one of the most important things to know, especially for first-time visitors. The last ferry time varies by season, day of the week, and ferry company. During peak season, the last departure from Mackinac Island can be as late as 10:30 p.m. If you're visiting for the day, always check the last return ferry time before you start your day on the island. That way, you're not watching the clock or worrying about missing it. The biggest mistake visitors make is not checking the return ferry schedule, especially the last ferry time, before heading to the island. Knowing that information ahead of time takes away a lot of unnecessary stress and lets you enjoy your day without constantly watching the clock. Once you're on the boat, it's a quick 16-minute ride. You can sit inside where it's covered, or on top for the wind in your hair. Most of the time, no. The ride is usually smooth, especially during the summer months when lake conditions are calmer. If the water is choppy, you may feel some movement, but since the ride is only about 16 minutes, it's over fairly quickly. If you're prone to motion sickness, sitting inside near the middle of the boat and facing forward can help. Both ferry companies offer under-the-bridge ferry rides, usually earlier in the day and typically before noon. If you look at the ferry schedules, they are color-coded and marked Mighty Mac or Bridge Trip departures. These take a slight detour to go under the Mackinac Bridge. It adds about 10 minutes to the trip, but the experience is so worth it. Both ferry companies arrive right in downtown Mackinac Island, so the moment you step off the boat, you're in the heart of everything. Arnold Transit has two docks, one for Mackinac City arrivals and one for St. Ignace, while Shepler's has one central dock located between them. When you finally dock on Mackinac Island, welcome, you made it. Now, how do you get your stuff to your room? Well, you have three options. Number one is an included transfer. Check with your hotel. Some of them will pick up your luggage right from the dock for you and bring it to your room. Number two are dock porters. You'll see porters waiting on the dock when you arrive. Many of them wear apparel that states which accommodations they work for, so keep an eye out for your hotel's name. If you don't see one for where you're staying, just ask. They are very helpful and will either direct you to the correct person or offer to take your bags themselves. You can hire them to take your bags to the hotel, and the average tip is about $5 per bag. Number three is self-carry. You can just grab your bags from the luggage cart and walk them directly to your hotel yourself. Upon your return to the mainland, you will claim your luggage in the designated pickup area. It is your responsibility to make sure you have collected the correct bags that belong to you. You will want to confirm your claim ticket matches your luggage as you exit the luggage pickup area. Before we wrap this up, I want to quickly go over a few questions that come up all the time in our Facebook group. Can I bring my dog? Yes, both ferries allow pets for free. They should be leashed or crated during the ride, and dogs are not allowed on the seats. They can sit on the floor by your feet or on your lap if they're small. Can I bring my bike? Absolutely. There is a fee for this, which includes your island bike license. The ferry staff will assist you with your bike when it is time to board, and they will load it for you. Bringing your own bike is a great option if you want to start exploring right away and save some money while on the island. Can I bring a cooler on the ferry? Yes, you can bring a cooler. Our family does all the time. Just keep in mind that once you arrive, you'll be responsible for carrying it or arranging transportation, so be mindful of the size and the weight. Is there a charge for strollers or child wagons? No. Strollers and child wagons are free to bring on the ferry. They just need to be folded down when boarding to make room for other cargo. Is the ferry wheelchair accessible? Yes, both ferries are accessible and the crews are wonderful at helping with boarding. There is no charge for wheelchairs, walkers, or mobility scooters. Does the ferry run in the rain? Yes, they are big, sturdy boats, and unless the weather is dangerous, they run rain or shine. If you could give one ferry tip to first-time visitors, what would it be? Give yourself a little extra time and don't overthink it. Arrive early, pack reasonably, and remember that ferries run often. Once you're on board and the island comes into view, all the worries fade and the experience becomes part of what makes Mackinac Island so special. I hope this made you feel a little more ready for your trip. It really is a smooth process once you know how it works. If you want to check the current policies, schedules, and ticket pricing, I've put links to both ferry company websites in the description below. If you found this helpful, please click the like button. It helps us bring you more great travel planning videos. And if you have a question I might have missed, let me know in the comments. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the island soon.